my God, this is so good. But I think the misconception, and like I was talking to someone about this the other day, and he was like, well, I'm not into pop culture. And I was like, yeah, but you love sports. And he was like, so I'm like, that's pop culture. And he was like, well, yeah, like if Taylor Swift is involved. And I'm like, no. Like that's pop culture.
Yeah.
Like I think people forget that, and it sounds so silly, but people forget like pop culture means popular culture, not
Yeah.
pop music. It means like trending news stories and how they're influenced. And I think that sometimes it's underestimated the effect that it has.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I agree. So this has always been, but people do think, so I'm sure you get it too, that where they think I really care. And look, there are like web pages and Instagram accounts, and there are people, and I'm not taking their bag away, but there are people that truly will focus like just on the Kardashians, just on New Jersey Housewives. And those people really are more focused on just you. I feel like saying like you're just one of something. It's nothing
Yes.
personal. Have you ever had, like, because I have, I mean, there's definitely people that I've had confrontations. Not me. I will never start a confrontation. But like, Perez Hilton back in the day has that like the traditional story of like Jennifer Aniston approached him in the parking lot and she said, wait, I'm coming for you. Like, why are you so mean to me? So like, have you ever had someone like come up to you and say something in person? Of like what if you were at
No.
a party? You're in LA, Meredith. What if you were at a party in two
Oh my
weeks
God.
and you looked over and two people away from you was Rachel Zoe or Bethenny, and they knew just who you were? What would how? Because that happens to me often.
Okay, well, I am not as cool as you. I don't get invited to as much. I love to tell people I was uninvited to the Paley Festival, which is like this movie and television festival that they have. I got uninvited.
You did? Why?
Yes. Okay, so we
I
don't
love
really
the
know.
Paley Fest. It's
I
like
know.
because they have like Grey's Anatomy and like when they have a good show you like, it's like the whole cast is there. You're like, this is like heaven. But go on.
Yeah, so I wanted to go to Yellow Jackets. It was the premiere of Yellow Jackets, or like it was like going to be a panel with Yellow Jackets. You'd see the premiere, and then it was a panel with stars. So I got invited. I was like so excited. I RSVP'd, and then I got an email like 2 days later that was like, "We're sorry, but the PR firm was like the brand is like the Paley Fest is moving in a different direction and you're no longer invited." And I was like, oh my God. So my friend told me, and we'll never be able to confirm this, but my friend was like, I think, Meredith, that you're on the Scientology watch list. And Juliette Lewis is still a Scientologist. And she said, that's why I think you got uninvited.
Really?
And I don't know. I mean, listen, I've said a few things about Scientology. I have. And I know that they are very, like, they monitor very closely.
Interesting. So you've said things, and Juliette Lewis, who's in that show, is a Scientologist.
That's what I mean. I don't know how
Really?
involved she is now, but that's like
Wow.
this. Somebody said, like, I think you're on the watch list. They said, I don't remember if my friend said she was also on the watch list, but I guess it's pretty easy to get on the watch list. And I mean,
Interesting.
like, here, if I moved to LA and I was trying to become like a celebrity or an actor or something, I could totally see wanting to be in Scientology. Like, not for me, but like how it would be attractive. Like, did anyone ever try to get you to join?
No, never. Which I'm like, okay. I mean, why? I don't know, but nope, never.
No one's ever asked me to be in a cult. And that's for me, that's like kind of sad.
No one's ever asked me to be in a cult either. Yeah, I know there are things where I've once went to, it's funny, like I'm really good at like, I kind of know my place in situations. So there was a party, I'll spare you the details, and it was like Bravo related. And I literally, you think I'm really cool. I'm happy to go to nothing personally, unless it's like, oh, it's Grey's Anatomy. Like it's very rare that I want to, it's definitely nothing with Bravo. And I was invited by the person throwing it's a long story. And I was like, okay, I think there's going to be drama at this party for me. I said this to myself. So I said to the person throwing it, like, it was a major housewife. And I was like, are you thinking this? It's her party. But when I get there, you're not going to be there. Like, you're not going to be standing in the front. So when I get there, I mean, she was like, you're literally insane. It's my party. So you're coming to the party. And I really didn't even want to go, but I'm like, okay. So I got there, I check in because you have to check in. And
Sure.
then I walk around the corner. Guess what? Then there was a problem. Someone came over and tried to kick me out. Now I lost it. I went insane because I was like, I was like, David knows all. I'm like, this is exactly what I said was going to happen.
Yeah.
No, nobody told me this. Like, so it's like, what, to your point, maybe your story is right. Cause like when you think something, it's usually, so I was like, listen, I said, I knew this was going to happen and okay, here are the fucking texts. I mean, I'm nice until you, and I'm like,
Right.
we're going to call right now the person that's oh no, you don't want me to call them? Cause I'm about to call them right now. And I was like, I just went crazy. It's like, do not ever approach me again. Well, calm down. You're trying to kick me out. So it's like,
Right.
I knew it. And then it all worked out. I was like, I'm not going anywhere now that I'm physically here. So when you think it's because of Scientology, because I said this scenario, it's exactly what happened. It probably was because you're on the Scientology watch list. If you think that, it's probably like you're not crazy, right?
Yeah. And I think that's the thing is like, once you get to a certain place of like doing some of this content stuff, your hunches start to get pretty good, like to your point. But no, I mean, I don't get invited tons of places. And like, for the most part, like people who have like, I met Ariana a few months ago and I was like, hi, how's it, and she was like, oh my God, hi, I know you. I see you on social media. Like, you're great. I think there are people though that like, I'm like, oh my God, if I met them, like I was at something recently and, or it was a while ago, but, um, uh, somebody was there and they were just screwing with me. I won't say who it was. And they were like, oh, I heard Bethenny's coming. And literally like my heart just dropped. Like I was terrified. If I knew that Bethenny or Rachel Zoe was going to be somewhere, I would love to say that like I would just be like, whatever, who cares? I would leave. I would. Like you know what I mean? Like but I'll tell you this, I did a bunch of content a while ago that was like not super kind to Jessica Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld's wife.
Yeah.
And then I was like on TikTok and I saw her liking my video, not about her, but like about other things. And I was like, and so I was like, but if I saw her, I don't think I would leave. If I saw Gwyneth Paltrow, I don't think I would leave. It's a certain type of celebrity who I think actually gives a shit.
Bethenny Frankel probably gives a shit.
Yeah, she probably does.
Do you think so? If you were at a party and she were coming, you would just be like, I'm going to finish my drink and I'm going to leave you guys.
Oh, I wouldn't even finish my drink. I think I would dump it in the plant and I would run. And it's not because I think I've done anything wrong. It's not. I would do, but between Rachel and Bethenny, I'd run faster from Bethenny.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty accurate assessment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't think I would leave like once I'm there, but yeah, no, I would be like, it's not like I'm afraid of anyone. I'm like, I just don't want, like, the outcome of whatever interaction we're going to have is not going to change. I'm going to do my job.
Exactly. Right.
So, and to be honest with you, it's actually going to hurt you because I'm going to talk. I mean, I've been like, I had one New Jersey house, whatever it is. I'm talking about this now. Like, I don't understand. Like, I have a microphone. So I'm going to actually, this is now going to be talked about. So I don't know how you think this is going to work. You should just avoid me or be nice. That's how I feel.
No, and you know what? Like, that's probably the better approach. Like, your approach is probably better, but in 6th grade, I almost got beat up and it haunts me forever. And I know other people will be like, I got beat up in 6th grade, but like, I almost got beat up in 6th grade. And like, the sheer terror of that day of like waiting it out because like the girl told me she was going to fight me at like 8 a.m. and like the just whole entire day of like waiting to get my ass kicked after school was so terrifying that